black it out. I don't know, but I think they did it to kind of to kind of just a little foreshadowing to, oh, look who we're dealing with. This girl's like sexy and kind of loose or whatever, and it's just playing into her character to show that black box. I mean, that's what I'm guessing.
Well, if you put a black box over anything, all of a sudden it looks naughty. Whatever's behind it.
Yeah, I mean, well, and kind of along those same lines, when I did the interview with Megan from Jason's season, she was the one that was always cursing in front of the camera, and they made her seem like she was cursing like a sailor. And she told me in her interview, she goes, the stuff that they were beeping out, I wasn't even cursing, but that was the character that they turned me into.
Oh, no.
She goes, I never cursed once in an interview, and yet they're bleeping me out every other word. She goes, it was so ridiculous. So, yeah, it's just another character that was created.
Okay. Now, your last name, Carbone, is that an Italian name?
Yes, I was born in the Bronx, New York.
Okay, well, good, because I wanted to ask you about your take on Jersey Shore. How do you feel about that?
I've only seen the first episode, and I have all the other ones saved, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I follow it on, I follow what people are saying about it. I know the characters. I don't know. It is what at least that show knows is what it is. It's pure trash to get people to tune in, and the more attention they get, and the more hits they do on Leno, and the more stuff that gets out on YouTube and the internet and all this stuff, and the more appearances they do, the more ratings it gets for their show. So they're doing a good job, I guess. But I've only seen the first episode, and it was pretty much what I expected.
Yeah, Lisa and I watch a lot of crap. It's what we do for a living, and we could not get through that episode. That was rough. That's bad.
It's so over the top, but they're not trying to hide who they are. They're just like, look, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to be so over the top, stereotypical, loud Italians, and have at it. If you like it, you'll watch. If you don't, you won't watch. We don't care. But they've gotten plenty of people to watch. It's tripling the numbers that they get for The Hills, which used to be one of their top shows, and now it's destroying what The Hills does. So
yeah, people obviously like to watch train wrecks. Okay, we don't want to give any spoilers for The Bachelor, but if you'll just tell us, Lisa and I chose who we think Jake should choose, and we're going to tell you we each picked 3. Now we duplicated some, so we have a total of, 3 people? Anyway, I'll tell you who we picked 4, and you tell us how we did. Don't tell us who wins. Just say, yeah, or you did good, okay? Okay, we chose Allie, Tenley, Corey, and Gia.
Okay. I thought you said you chose 3 each.
We did, but we both picked Allie and Corey. So we did
Allie and Tinley.
Allie and Tinley. We did a blind choosing, and it just so happened we agreed on Allie and Tinley. Tinley's my favorite, I think.
I like Allie.
Well, I will say this. I mean, if you go off just the first episode, Allie and Tenley got the most camera time, so that's pretty telling. They're all great girls. It seems like they're getting really good edits. They're, it's.
Okay, we didn't pick the winner. I can tell.
they really seem like nice girls. Put it that way.
Okay. All right.
Well, listen, we want to thank you for your time. It's been a lot of fun. It's been very interesting. Can you tell our listeners how they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/realitysteve. You can go to my site, realitysteve.com. There's an I Love Reality Steve fan page, I think. You could join that. I'm on Facebook under Steve Carbone. Yeah, those are basically my outlets. I mean, I have a MySpace page, but I don't really go to it anymore because Facebook is way better. So, yeah, you can find me there. My column is up every Tuesday, except for yesterday because I was having some major issues, but should be all fixed. Probably be another column up Thursday or Friday of this week, and just talking about the new Bachelor Pad show and stuff like that, and this Vegas trip that I'm planning for my readers if anybody wants to come out, plus some more thoughts on the Roslyn thing and whatnot. But yeah, no, that's pretty much how to reach me. Steve at RealitySteve is my Steve at realitysteve.com is my email address. I put it at the end of every column. Anybody wants to email me about anything, I try and get to all emails. Once the season starts, I get bombarded and backed up, but I try and respond to everybody who emails me. So if they're going to take the time to email me and tell me that they enjoy my column and it makes them laugh, I can I can certainly take the time to say thank you, and I appreciate it. So.
Okay, great. Now, if you were asked to be on a reality show, yes or no?
I would never do The Bachelor. Would never be on. Well, first off, they would never cast me as The Bachelor. Number one, I'm not. They know who I am, so that would never happen. Plus, I'm not the type of guy that they're looking for their show. I would never even be one of the 25 bachelors on The Bachelorette. I don't really think of any show that I really have any interest in. I can't sing, so I'm not going to be on Idol. I'm not sleeping outside for 39 days, so I'm not going on Survivor.
You don't look like you're fat.
There's really nothing else that I would do. You know what show I would do, but I don't think they do any new shows. I would do Blind Date because that's just me and some other person. But I would ham it up on Blind Date, and I probably wouldn't act like myself. I would act like I know cameras are following me around. So that would probably be the only one I ever would have done because I think that would be fun.
Okay, so for our female listeners, then we're taking then you're single and looking. Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm open to. I'm open to. I'm 34. I'm single. I've never been married. Never been engaged. No kids. No baggage. I work from home. I have a very low stress, low drama life. I really love what I do now, and I just. Of course, of that whole thing, I'm going to sound like Jake now, but I just want someone to complete it and share my life.
Oh, that's sweet.
My God,
I
can't believe I just stole a Jake Pavelka line, but yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, I always thought I was going to be the first of my friends who married and have kids. Like I'm not a commitment phobe. I want children. I've always wanted children. It just. When I started out my career right after I graduated college, I was so focused on my career that I didn't care about dating, and then it became a money issue to where I wasn't financially ready to get married. And then at the age of 31, I basically packed up my life and started over by moving to Texas and getting a new job, and it's been tough dating out here. So it's just like I've had all these gaps where I just haven't had time, and then when I was ready in LA, it was just like, oh, boom, now I'm moving. So. I'm open to anything. I've tried the long distance thing. It's difficult, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. So I wouldn't shut off somebody because they were long distance. But I've had 3 failed long distance ones, and it was all because of the distance. So either I'm an idiot for continuing to try them, or but they ended not because of me. They ended because the female involved couldn't handle the distance. So I was willing to make it work. They weren't. So I guess as long as somebody's willing to make it work and realizes it's not going to be easy, but likes me enough to where they can try it, sure, I would always be up for anything long distance. But if I met somebody in Dallas, great. Met somebody in California, great. I'm open to anything at this point because I really do. I really would like to meet somebody and have a relationship and settle down again. And it's really cool. I mean, I like as much as I make fun of it, I like being in relationships. I think relationships are fun. I think you learn a lot about somebody, and I would no doubt be. I think I'm a good partner, and I really do. And it's just tough. It's tough meeting people. Dating is not easy. So yeah, that's my story.
All right. Well, majority of our listeners are females, so I have a feeling we may be forwarding you some emails, or you may be getting some contacts. And it doesn't hurt to associate yourself with all these bachelorettes that are getting booted off that need a little comforting. So I hope that Rosalind interview works out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope the Rosalind interview works out in more ways than one. No.
We also hear you like who we call Elizabeth.
Yeah. Let's just say I certainly wouldn't kick Rosalind out of bed. There's no doubt about that. But I think Elizabeth is. I think she's extremely attractive. She probably doesn't have the greatest boob job going, but she's attractive.
Lisa keeps telling me. I didn't notice her boobs. He's like, how could you not notice her boobs?
Yeah. She. I think she's attractive. I think Tenley is just a doll. I think Tenley is like literally the nicest, sweetest thing that this show has ever seen, and I don't know what she's doing on this show, but I really like Tenley. I think Allie's cute. I don't think Allie's my type, but I think Allie's cute. I think if anybody on this show is more is the closest to my type, it would be Tenley. I mean, I would Tenley is what I would go after, because I don't like, as much as I like Rosalind, her beauty would probably, her looks would probably just, it'd be tough, because I know that she would get a lot of attention. And I'm not saying that I'm a jealous person, but I don't think anybody who dated somebody like that would not have insecurity issues at some point, because she would get so much attention, and you know that she is a really attractive guy that could, or a girl that could probably have any guy that she wanted when she walks into a room. So that would be kind of tough for me. But someone like Tenley, who's just seems like so sweet and innocent and really attractive inside and out, she's definitely one that would do it for me.
Okay, then we put it out there, Tinley, when you get booted.
Yeah.
Call Steve. Okay, Steve, traditionally for us, when we leave our segments of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, we like to sing the theme songs as we go out. Now, Lisa and I will sing. If you want to join along, you can. You've kind of shown your sensitive side. So if you want to join us, we are going to sing Wings of Love as we go out here. Okay.
Oh, boy. I don't have the greatest. I don't have the greatest of voices.
Oh, we don't either. Okay, here we go. On the wings of love, da 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 da, flying high, flying high upon the wings. Steve, come on. On the wings of love.
You're making Jeffrey Osborne roll around and just.
He's grave and he's not even dead.
Yeah. I know, because making him roll around his grave, but he's still alive, so I can't say that.
Exactly. I think we may have just killed him. Thanks a lot, Steve. We appreciate you playing along with us.
No problem.
Okay, we're off. All right. That was really